Hello, welcome to Meaningful Careers, the hub of information, insights, and education for all things careers. Whether you are a student, a job seeker, an employee, an employer, business owner, or you just want to further your career to the best of your abilities, then this is the platform for you. I come to you as an HR expert with over 10 years experience in Africa and in Europe, and I've worked for multiple corporates, blue chip companies, and leading employers across the globe. So this series is all about interviews. I just want to demystify certain things about interviews. So in this first episode, I will be talking about what are the different types of interviews and what are they all about? What are the employers or the recruiters looking for? So I hope you find it helpful. And please remember to share, like, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next episodes, as this is going to be a series particularly just focused on the interviews. So enjoy and learn as we walk through this journey together.
Meaningful careers now. Take the time to take your destiny in your hands now. With meaningful careers.
Welcome to the interview blueprint. Today we are starting by just looking at what interviews really are, why they exist, and the different types of interviews that you face in your career. So always bear this in mind. You can actually check with the employer before you go for the interview to just say, what type of interviews am I expecting? Some usually clarify, oh, we are going to do this type of interview, or you have this type of interview. So just be clear, there are different types of interviews. They are not all the same. Most people think then interviews are about just answering questions. No, they are not. They are about trying to prove your future performance as a candidate. And they are very structured in terms of a conversation. Yes, you have introductions, questions, back and forths, and clarifications and so forth, but there is definitely a structure. The purpose is simple. They are trying to check, can you perform in this role, right? In this organization and with these people. So the role, the organization, and the people, that's what they are trying to establish, whether you can work with them. Remember, you're also evaluating them too. So it's your opportunity to get a sneak peek into the people in the organization, the culture, the vibe that you get really as you start talking with them. So interviews exist for three reasons. Number one is to predict your future performance. Number two, to understand how you think and communicate as an individual. Number three, to assess your culture fit. Can you fit well with the values of the organization and the ones that you have, your attitude and your behavior? Do these all go well with our environment? Those are the three purposes of interviews. That's what they are trying to test, or what they are there for. Let's break down the main types then. We'll cover the questions that come in the different types of interview in the last episode. But for now, I just want to show you the different types of interviews and what they are looking for. The first one is the behavioral interviews. They are looking at your past behavior to predict your future performance. Here they are asking you about whatever you have done in the past to try and establish whether it's a good indicator of your potential future performance. Then you have your competence-based interviews. These are predominantly skills, knowledge, and attitude and ability focused to say, are you able to do this? Mostly some technical stuff usually covers or is involved in this one. Then we have case or interview problems. These just test your thinking process. How do you think? How do you analyze? And how do you structure your solution? Then we have depth interviews that try to go and probe at your background, your motivations, and your life story to try and get a deeper understanding of you as an individual. Then we have stress interviews. These are intentionally there to test how you respond sometimes to pressure. But you can also find these as strength based interview questions where they just give you a real life scenario. They don't repeat the question. They just want to test your natural response to a question, a statement, or a situation to establish whether it's if it's a learned behavior or it's a natural strength that you have. All right. Then the practical interviews. These require you to demonstrate your skill in real time. This is where you can't beat experience and skills, even if you had your qualifications. So remember, different job levels will have different questions in the interviews. And mostly you will have even the different interview types or styles. Sometimes you can have a mix of both. It's not always that they have one particular type of interview. Sometimes they have a few mixed up, a hybrid approach where you start off with strength based, you get to behavior, then you get to competency, then you get to a case, and so forth. Just remember this. Entry level usually focuses on your potential because you don't really have much experience, but they want to see your potential to develop. That's what you want to demonstrate, and that's what they will be asking for. All right. Then mid level, it now focuses on your experience and your execution because we believe that you have a bit of some experience and you're already in your job or the industry that you are in. Then the third one, which is the senior level, now it focuses on your leadership and strategy. It's less of maybe your potential, it's less of your experience, but it's more about your leadership and strategy. Understanding these different types of interviews is the first step to mastering them. You cannot beat what you don't know, right? So you need to know that there are different types, such that when the type is presented to you, you know what they are looking for, bearing in mind the role that you are targeting, whether it's mid-level, entry-level, or senior level. All right. So in the next part, we'll talk about preparation. How do you prepare for an interview, which is the part that most candidates skip and hope and pray that it will all go in their favor. So let's chat in the second episode as we talk through how to prepare for an interview as an individual. Thank you.
Meaningful carriers now. Take the time to take your destiny in your hands now. With meaningful carriers.